Today, guys, we have 6 Funko Pops going up in value. Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. We're back with trending Funko Pop news. We have a lot of great selections today. However, as always, if you guys are enjoying these trending pop videos, let me know in the comments below what's a Funko Pop you've noticed going up in value. And I do want to say a big thank you to everybody who did submit something in the comments on the last video. I did actually take a couple selections for today's video. Now, before we go and get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, have you ever played a sport at any point in your life, and what was that? I've actually played football and basketball growing up. Dabbled a little bit in soccer. Like, I have a faint memory of it, but I guess really not enough to say I played, but mostly football and basketball for me. Okay, so jumping into things, I want to start off with this first one because I find it the most interesting, and that's Lord of the Rings here. We actually have the giant deluxe kind of like movie moment here. This includes Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Rings, estimated value around $155. It last updated around April 2026. Recent sales, $268, $297, $250, as well as $205. And then current listings of what I could find on eBay, $425 and $500. So why I find this pretty interesting is that these deluxes just go up super randomly, just like the 10-inch pops. Like, it's never the ones you expect, because a lot of people really don't care for these when they initially come out, because these things are huge. Like, literally, they take up most of like this shelf here. So you're just super limited on space with these deluxe pieces, unless you're like hanging them on the wall, for example. Now, at the moment with this Lord of the Rings ones, I can't really spot too many across multiple platforms like Mercari, whatnot, and eBay, for example. I would recommend if you can find a deal on this one, it's definitely worth, pursuing that, just because it's sold out at most major retailers, Funko included. And I gotta chalk it up to Lord of the Rings just being super popular. I'm also very curious what's the print run on these giant deluxe moment pieces, just because, like I said, randomly they do go up. Like the Jujutsu Kaisen one is up there in value too, and there might be one more that I'm not thinking of that I might have mentioned in a previous trend video. Like some of those like concert ones, like the music ones, have gone up too. But yeah, guys, like I said, they go up very randomly. Let me know if you own this Lord of the Rings piece. Okay, next up for Star Wars fans, we have the Darth Vader Impressions Pop. I actually talked about this one a few months ago, and it's up even more now. So estimated value around $230. I will say it's not quite there yet in the sales, but it's definitely leaning towards that way in current listings. So recent sales, $170, $155, and $175. Looks like I might have mixed up current listing $215 there instead of a sale. But yeah, most of the sales have actually been under $200 recently. But yeah, recent listings have ranged from $215 up to $250. I would say this is more around the $170 to $200 range in my opinion, just based off recent sales. But again, current listings are definitely higher in that $250 range. So once those cheaper ones do get bought up eventually, it's going to be almost a $250 pop, I'd imagine. I do want to chalk this one up to just being very scarce on the market now as to why it's going up in value. Also, people love their Darth Vader pops, obviously. But of course, though, let me know if you guys do own this piece in your Star Wars collection or if you're looking for it. Next up for my anime fans, we have Jujutsu Kaisen's Gojo, the summer one here from Anime Expo. Estimated value around $125 for the official sticker. Recent sales, $155, $125, $115, and $102 on a bid. And then current listings, $150, $155, $160, and $190 there. So I actually couldn't find a ton of the official stickers available. However, interesting enough, if you actually look at the shared sticker and the official sticker, kind of trending around the same prices and like sold prices. Obviously the con sticker has a slight edge there, but yeah, the black sticker, like the shared one, is still selling for around $100 too. Now this one I know I can definitely chalk up to scarcity, just because that Anime Expo, for some reason, did not have a lot of stock for a lot of these con pops. And obviously the Geto and Gojo summer pops were a big hit for a lot of fans. A lot of people really enjoyed this style duo. Now at the moment though, if you're wondering about Geto, he hasn't moved too much up. He's moved a little bit. I think he's currently sitting around the $50 to $60 mark, I think, with the official and shared sticker. However, I imagine as Gojo does rise up, people are going to want the Geto pop to go with it. So eventually, I would say he's probably going to trend up towards the $100 mark too. Because like I said, it seems like they didn't make a ton of stock for that Comic-Con, and these are now starting to rise up a lot. So in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, I think it's a safe bet to, look for a good deal on the Geto Pop if you're looking for it, because there is a strong chance that it might go up. Again, that's my opinion. I could be wrong. Do your own research at the end of the day too. It is your money. Now guys, we do actually have an additional Gojo Pop that I did talk about 2 months ago, I think. And this is actually the Entertainment Earth exclusive where he's in the prison realm. So Last time I talked about it, here's kind of the graph. It was actually trending around the $50 mark, and now recent sales are actually around the $70 to almost $90 range, and then current listings are ranging from $90 up to $100 plus. And this one's currently sold out at Entertainment Earth, where its exclusive retailer is, as well as Funko, and no word on a restock just yet. And as I mentioned, guys, I just talked about this one like within the last 2 months in a trending video, and since that video, it's already had now $100 listing, so it's practically doubled almost. Okay, moving on for One Piece fans, a little bit of an interesting one here. We do actually have the Luffy Gear 5 Pop and Tea bundle here. So this is the pearlescent bundle of the common we did actually have. So recent sales, $50, $62, $50, and $70 there. And then we also have recent listings around $56, $99, $65, as well as $68. So I did actually notice that there's not a ton of listings out there for this one. I kind of thought there would be more, given this was kind of a general release. Almost every major retailer was actually selling this. Entertainment Earth, GameStop, Funko had it, and they're all out of stock currently. But also, something else to consider with this is that it is a pop and tea bundle, so it's going to have different sizes, meaning that different sizes will have different prices. That's usually how it goes. So if, like, you know, more people are size large, that's usually going to be more sought after and more expensive versus like a small or medium. Now guys, the last pop we have to talk about today comes from the Land Before Time, and we have Littlefoot here. So this is the exclusive variation. We actually did talk about this a little bit ago, but it's back in today's video. Estimated value around $49 there. Recent sales, $65, $69, $68, as well as $60 there. So you can definitely see it's jumped up from that $40 range. And then we also have some current listings around $65, $55, $83, and then one over on Whatnot around $50. This one's actually been sold out for a while now, and no word on a restock just yet. So if you're looking for it, you know, might be worth, you know, looking for a good deal on it. Of course, I don't want to rule any restocks out. Anything is possible with Funko. Like, I know people say a lot that, you know, oh, certain pops are vaulted, so they're never going to be restocked. They've been restocked in the past. Like, I just don't trust Funko in that regard in terms of keeping something permanently vaulted. Because too many times have they unvaulted pops and stock has magically appeared for a restock. It's super weird and sketch. I don't really like the whole vaulted term with Funko anymore personally. But every once in a while, you can kind of tell when a pop most likely won't be restocked. I don't know about Littlefoot. Like, I would lean more towards it not restocking in my opinion, just because I don't know if there's a heavy restock market for something like this. Anyways though guys, that was 6 more Funko Pops that are going up in value in today's video. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys own any of these pops that we did talk about? I don't actually own anything today. Yeah, I don't own the Jujutsu Kaisen ones, not the Land Before Time. Definitely not Lord of the Rings. I don't really care for those movies, and I don't collect Star Wars. And I don't have that One Piece one. So yeah, I don't have anything from today's video, but let me know if you do. Now, as always, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. Now, I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon link Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.